Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They get to the line quickly.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The run inside. It's Jordan. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield. That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it, and a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Trojans are flying down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. want to run this quarterback. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
Because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. That's caught by Williams. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards received.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Jordan. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense, and then
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Hard-hitting tackle. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll start on the ground with Washington.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Williams, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll run it. It's Washington. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Sweet cut there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
To the ground with the back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Williams extending the play. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
Touchdown, Washington. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point.
14, USC, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Huskies! How about this defense taking one back to the house? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You simply cannot do better as a defense. They have shut them out. A goose egg on the scoreboard. You get a pick-6 right there to extend your lead right now. This defense is playing with their hair on fire. The offense has no answers. And if I'm this defense, I keep the pressure up. I'm keeping my starters in the game, and I'm just pouring it on.
Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield, it's Maeva. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Jordan. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And they almost had a connection on the long. The receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on him. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got it, looking for a first. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 50. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockhart. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll move the tight end. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a give to Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Williams from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Reads it, fires complete. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mayava. A little release to the back. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans have this offense rolling.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
With the catch, it's Anderson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Trojans will go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Mayava. Dumps it off in the flats. At midfield, he's got room. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. The give on the counter. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 4 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Tar Heels sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And you know what they say in college football, you've got to take care of the games in your own backyard. They're now 2-2 after that home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. The run inside. It's Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Gets the back moving. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Anderson.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. It's Moss. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm. And I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Play action with Williams. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Motion from the back. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Trojans in the hurry up. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Washington again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Throwing, Williams. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Washington. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success and made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Williams. Got his man down the middle. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Williams looking for a man. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Moss. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Williams. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Williams. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Here's Williams to throw. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fires quickly. It's a fumble on the play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, the coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Just keep slinging it. He's got him. There he goes. He stopped it, forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Jordan. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I like the idea defensively here, too. Now, you got the lead. It's the 2nd half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Trojans! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Here's a give to Washington. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Play fake, Williams. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 45, on his way. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive.
Snags it, and he's open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. Moving out of the pocket. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this. But this has got to continue for this defense. You know.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Makes the grab in their space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
The option, the keeper, the pitch. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Williams, hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in a double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double covers. We got lucky that was an interception.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Turning it on. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Williams to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Works the middle of the field. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Got the quick pass. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Wants to throw again. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air, it's Mayava. Got it behind the line, it's Jordan. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but you drive off to a good start. Get the first down, get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally.
Entering settings screen, you get 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.